Yeah, he's nice, man.
He's a what do whatever it takes kind of guy.
There you go.
That's a winner.
He's the
He
clean
a dog.
guy.
He just a dog, man. His spirit, his leadership on the floor, and they can
Shout out to Sag Nasty.
Oh, for sure. The Spartans too, boy. That boy was doing his thing, man.
Oh.
That's on everything. That's on everything. If you want the latest news and the greatest views, tune into the Central Podcast, the one of my favorite crews. Because the entrepreneurs who grew up together, now they created this show to make the community better. Speaking on being leaders, strong husbands and fathers, role models for our sons and our daughters, to business ownership. Like forget a building, you could own the strip. The squad holding it down as Jay Norris with C. Nick, T-Rel and B. Hicks. So what y'all wanna hear about? Like Hail Marys, they gonna air it out. So kick back and listen, they gonna set it, man. You're gonna be enlightened, and that's on everything. That's on everything. That's on everything. They are here to heal the people like Dr. Sebi, man. That's on everything. They celebrate success, so raise a toast with them and watch the confetti rain. That's on everything. 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 That's on everything.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of That's on Everything podcast. Here to give you everything that you need and none that you don't. And that's on everything.
That's on everything. What it do?
Yes,
What
sir.
it do? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. We appreciate y'all tuning in and making us a part of y'all day. The finals is around the corner, so we're gonna be talking about the NBA finals, our top five, all NBA related, sports related stuff today. So you don't need your pen and pad today. This is gonna be a friendly conversation.
No doubt.
Truly our opinions about who's on these lists, who's gonna win.
No, these are facts coming from me. Don't put opinion in there.
If T say you trash, they trash.
Yeah, that word trash is going to be used a lot today. I already know. So I'm just hoping nobody picked this up in the mainstream.
Penny Hardaway.
Well, that boy B. Hicks is running late. So if he jump on, you already know you're going to hear Penny Hardaway and Tony Parker. Yo, I sent that boy a screenshot of the shoes. Did y'all see it?
Man,
Hey,
the
the
shoes
shoes
was actually.
They was kind of hot. I did kind of Google them. I was like, hey, where they at?
I thought they was kind of fire. I liked them.
Never knew he had a shoe.
Ugh.
But it's all good. It's all good.
Like, did it come out after he retired? He got a retirement shoe?
If he wore those shoes the whole time, I never knew.
There ain't no way Tony Parker had a shoe when he was in the league.
Nah, it might have been after the fact, but it is what it is.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, let's go around the horn real quick and check in with our peoples. We're going to go down south. Let's go with Tampa first. What's popping in the dirty south?
Oh, man, just, the kickoff to summer, really. School is ended. The kids are now in camp, sting in my pockets. But, the summer is here. So, like I said last week, man, really just time to kick back, enjoy the fam. Try to create some new experiences this summer. And build on where we're at. It's always like a reset for the kids, even though it's a slowdown. For me, it's a reset for the kids. So really getting into that. My father-in-law popped up on us, so he's staying here with us for a couple of days. So it's been good, just kicking it with him. Came over from PR, so we've been having a lot of late nights of talking junk. Playing dominoes and just kicking it. So, shout out to him for coming through. Shout out to Eddie. He's running around right now, but yeah, he's here kicking it with us.
No doubt.
That's love. That's love.
But that's it for me, man. Just cooling.
That's love when you get surprised from a whole nother country, even though it is a U.S. territory, but that's still heavy.
Oh yeah.
You can't drive there, that's for sure.
Like, man, we might not have been here. He just knocked on the door like, what up? It's like, oh.
He was
Thought y'all was
school
gonna
is
be
out.
here.
Like school's out, y'all gonna be here one of these days.
Right. I'm in the front.
So it is a school day. Yeah, so he showed up. The kids loved it. We hadn't seen him in the last couple of years with COVID. So, the kids have been dying and just really spent some time with him. They've been FaceTiming and talking. So he popped up on us, and we were actually headed there in July. but we ended up talking to him and pushing it back to September. So then he popped up on us. So he's here now. We're going there in September, and we're just gonna enjoy it.
Word up. All right.
Nice.
What's going down in the SIP?
Man, ain't too much popping. Man, baby girl's in summer camp, which is great. You know what I'm saying? My wife just came back, so I was on official dad duty. You know what I'm saying? Doing hair, barrettes, bows, and all that good stuff. Nice little 3-day weekend. I didn't think that I was going to have to grill, but I ended up grilling anyway. But but it turned out cool. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't my. It's therapy to some people, but
That's a
grilling
job.
just ain't my thing.
I don't get paid.
Like, I think I worked at the Waffle House too much, and it's just like I just don't want to be over the grill like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, man, it was cool. It's a 3-day weekend. From an investor standpoint, it's just like whenever you have those 3-day weekends, I just be like, what I'm gonna do with my life because the markets ain't open. So it was like Monday. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do? It'd be rough, man, because that's how I make my living. So it's like them 3-day weekends is like I used to. Most people don't like Mondays. I'd be like Sunday night. I'd be wrecked.
I would much rather have the Friday off than the Monday.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Monday is it don't feel like because Monday ain't a weekend day. Friday is like the start of the week, so it's like a bonus. It's like Monday is just like, okay, like you ain't finna go out to the club on Monday or,
Nope.
what I'm saying, go on vacation or whatever the case may be. But
It just makes Tuesday feel like Monday.
that's all it does. That's
Yeah.
all it does. And then you confused.
Mhm.
And then you be like, the week went by fast. So,
Word.
yeah. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
All right, word up. Well, let me pick it up. Yeah, man, busy week. We did the GASO, which is the Great All-American Shootout AAU tournament, one of the bigger tournaments and showcases for players. Man, with so many people, 2 different venues out. We was out in Dallas area. So Drive Nation, which is really put together by Jermaine O'Neal. So he had a facility. It's called Drive Nation. And then there's another facility. We were out in Mansfield. And a lot of great teams. My son's team competed and got to the championship, ended up taking a hard loss. We lost by 5. So it's pretty tough, drive all that way. You're looking for the dub. So, but, we'll get them next time. It's all good in the hood. And then, graduation season is picking up. So I'm going to be going back to the MI pretty soon. Looking forward to that. My baby cousin will be graduating. Shout out to Audrey Nicholson.
Nice.
About to get them chords and get it popping. So looking forward to that. I'm gonna hit y'all with some Corey's Corner real quick. On the hip hop tip, man, I'm still bumping that Kendrick. The track that I'm really, really enjoying is that Silent Hill with Kodak Black. I'm not a big Kodak guy. Actually, I don't like Kodak. Let me just say it like that.
What?
But I do love Kendrick.
Okay, that's
Did you
now
do?
we're talking opinion.
Hey,
I'm
but the
sorry.
song itself, when he would like push that, I be like, man, that boy Kendrick, boy, he got something else.
How you ain't appreciating the talent of that boy Yak like that?
No, I don't.
Nah,
and I talk to a lot of the
That's
young
my favorite
fellas.
song on the Future joint is the one with Kodak.
That's
Have you
probably
listened
my
to the
worst.
Kodak
That's
album?
probably-
No, I haven't.
I
I've
know the
heard the
little, what is
songs.
it, the Super Gremlin?
Not the radio. I'm talking about
Okay.
the album.
Well, see, I've heard
Yes.
radio stuff, and that's what has deterred me from listening to that.
No, every song he make is a rip. I'd be like, so,
Nah, that cat made good songs to me, man. He got talent. He got talent.
So you talk about he got talent like as a lyricist or
Yeah, what we talking about?
Like,
he is a talented song maker. Like he can put words together. Now he not going.
That's all like Puff Daddy.
He not gonna Kendrick you and make you get your pen and pad
and
and
they ain't
and break
expecting
it
him
down.
to do that. But it's just like, bruh, I can't.
Nah, son.
I just
But I'm
can't.
telling you,
whole
like, he can make a
package.
song about anything.
Like the look, it's just not. It's not working for me.
He messing me up already.
I'm gonna send y'all some Kodak tracks. All right,
please send me something.
Hey, I just said I like the Silent Hill. You know, that's as good as it gets. I was actually upset that he was on the song because the song is so good. I'm like, that was the best feature. But he is among the young fellas. Like my sons at like 15 and up. They put him in top 5. So. I mean, he has appeal. So, I don't understand it, but it is what it is, man. So,
hey, it ain't for everybody. You know,
it sure ain't. It ain't for your boy. I'm gonna tell you that. Yo, on the R&B tip, Queen Naija, one of our Detroit natives, she got a song right now with your boy Big Sean called "Hate Our Love," and it's got that song "Cry" sample. You might want to get on it.
Oh,
you ain't been on that. You might
ain't know she was from the D.
Yep, her and Big Sean for sure.
Okay.
Hate Our Love. She been doing it, man. Her last album was fire. So she just dropped this single because she had got away a little bit from recording and got to she was big on YouTube. Like she was straight YouTubing it. She was killing it. Started a family and then she was like, let me get back to the music game. Yeah, there it is. Got that song "Cry."
Try to diss me till you realize I'm someone you can talk.
Okay,
Okay. I know Big Sean my favorite, so I gotta rock that.
Yeah,
if you ain't heard that one, that's gonna be in heavy rotation. Trust me. Once you listen to it, you're gonna be like, repeat. Let it go.
No doubt.
Because you got that song "Cry." You got Big Sean on top of it. You can't miss.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, and Big Sean ain't never really spit a whack verse to me either. So
nah, he had me at the Cypher when I saw him on BET. The Cypher when they did the whole good music. I think it was Common, Kanye,
Pusha T was on there.
Pusha T, but Big Sean was the cat that stood out to me like, ooh wee. Yeah, that boy fire.
I love Big Sean. Everything he dropped fire. And I remember Queen Naija. She had a song on that Pop Smoke album, or she was featured on a song on that Pop Smoke that was pretty fire.
Yeah, her last, like I said, her last album, from an R&B standpoint, she got that traditional, Faith, Mary J, she got that going on for real. So you would definitely like that. And then old school, man, it's summertime, so I've been bumping that Tony. It Never Rains in Southern California. That song just reminds me of sunny days and summertime. So when I can roll the windows down, when they get a little breeze, that's what I'm bumping right now, man. And I know my boy B Hicks would agree, but he's not in the mix right now. But yeah, that's what it is from Corey's Corner, man.
Bet that, yeah. Nice couple tracks.
We need y'all to listen to some of these young cats, though. Come on now,
I do.
Give them a chance.
No, I'm not downing them. I just
I listen to Kendrick. I listen to Drake.
Being an '80s baby, man, it's hard because I'm an R&B head first and foremost before I'm even hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get down on some One Tweezy, some Jagged Edge,
Yeah.
So, and then, like I said, the only reason I'm feeling, J. Cole and Kendrick and even Wale, y'all put me on him, is like, they really, like, you can understand and they got content. They talking about other stuff besides women, chains, and money.
Yeah.
Like I just and I understand there's a time and place for that. Like if you in the club where you just vibing, there's a time and place for that. But it's like you gotta have some substance, man.
You need somebody to sound a little bit different.
Yeah. You would like Benny the Butcher because he remind me a lot.
Oh yeah.
Of like the Locks, like that whole.
Oh yeah. No, his flow
Davies,
was
Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine.
Yeah. No, I rock with Davies, and I listened to the Benny the Butcher track when he had came out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he definitely got that flow. You know what I mean? But can't do these new cats, man. Who was that cat? I don't know if y'all saw it. Who was that cat that was on Funkmaster Flex radio show, and he was just like in awe? Well, not in awe in a good way, but he just couldn't believe it. And I want to say, was that Kodak that was on Funkmaster Flex? And he almost
you know who Kodak is when you see Kodak. Ain't no mistaking that guy.
He is super gremlin.
I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyway, I digress. But it was just trash. Whoever it was, I'm gonna confirm before this podcast is over.
Oh man. All right, well, hey, let's get it cracking with the topic, baby. NBA Finals. Well, first of all, before we jump into that, did y'all watch Game 7? The Celtics versus the Heat?
I did not, but I heard that it was a game. It was down to the buzzer wire, and because I thought since it was going back, so I saw the previous game. I thought since it was going back to they didn't close it out in Boston, it was going back to Miami. I was like, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So basically, I felt like the Celtics was going to win in 6, so they went back to Boston. They ended up losing on their home court. Jimmy Buckets put up like 45, 47.
47 in that game, yeah.
So he was playing out his mind. Game 7 comes. They go back to Miami. They in South Beach. I think he dropped 35. But the last 2 minutes, really, like the Celtics were up and they missed. Actually, they turned the ball over twice and they missed like the last couple of shots that they had. So the last possession, I think it was Marcus Smart, shoots a wild layup, misses it. Heat are down by 2. And it's like 20-some seconds on the clock. Jimmy Butler gets the rebound, pushes it up in transition. So now everybody's spread out. So it's a one-on-one. There's nobody even at the basket. It's him and Al Horford. And Al Horford is an old guy. Let's put it to you like that. And this Jimmy Butler is called Jimmy Buckets because he gets buckets. So he got to mid-range, he can get to the rack. So he's got a one-on-one coming up in transition. And so they're down 2, and he ends up taking a pull-up 3. So
open,
everybody is open. Now,
he was open.
He was open, but okay, so it's 2 things. Like he was open. If he makes that shot, he's a hero.
That's right.
Because they up 1. Now they got to play defense, and they just got to stop Boston, right? With
how many seconds left before when he takes that shot?
Like 20 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The clock was winding down. They had a full shot clock, winding down. So if he makes it, I would give Boston maybe 10 seconds. They take the ball out, probably call a timeout, draw up a play. So you don't know. Maybe they get another bucket, maybe they don't. But the other option is he goes one-on-one straight to the rack. He scores, ties up the game, or he gets fouled by Al Horford or Jaylen Brown, who's in the far corner to come over. Maybe he helps. So he can get the traditional 3-point play. So it's tough
hard.
Loss.
That was a tough loss, man. And I was watching it too. And like everybody, I'm like, hey, go to the bucket, Jimmy, go to the bucket. You had Horford. You could have yammed him and got to the bucket, and probably for the and one, in my opinion.
Yep.
But
Horford's
I felt like Miami was gonna win after Draymond called out, to the world that they were playing Boston.
Right.
After Golden State won, he told the whole world, hey, we playing Boston. And they were still,
they haven't even played game 6 yet.
They hadn't even played game 6 yet. Draymond's like, what you mean who we playing? I know who we playing. We playing Boston. So Dre said that, and the whole world reacted. Miami got all, they got all amped up, and they smashed Boston in game 6. And I thought that was all they needed to go back to the crib and pull it off. But even that whole game 7 just didn't feel electric like you would imagine a game 7 should feel.
No, because
Miami
Boston
really didn't
out.
make a push until the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yep, Boston came out first quarter. They outscored them. I think they had a 13-point lead going into the second quarter. So it felt like it was about to be another of these blowout games. But then they ended up staying in the game, coming back like T said, and then the last couple possessions, it's all like people tired, they fatigued, they scrambling, trying to get a bucket. And they missing all these shots, then they turning the ball over. And Miami had a chance to win. But who do you think was the most upset when they called Boston to be the winner in 6?
That boy Udonis. Hey, you got to have a rah-rah guy.
Yo, this boy Udonis was like, thank you, Chuck, thank you. I was like, bro, you ain't. What did he play, like 13 games this season?
Yeah, something like that. 13,
2
7.
minutes a game.
Now, Udonis, who roster did he used to start on?
The Heat.
He's always been with the Heat, yeah.
He's been there for 30 years.
Really?
And he was a major piece to them. He was like their starting PF for a long time.
Was he starting when Bron was there, Bron and Wade?
He was coming off the bench when Bron was there.
Yeah.
But he was starting when Shaq was there.
Yeah, first go around.
Gotcha.
He used to have the cornrows. Now he ain't got the cornrows. I don't know what's going on with his hair. He got like the plugs and stuff in the back. Because there was a clip going around when they lost Game 7. You see Jimmy Buckets walking, but in front of him, Haslam is in front of him, and he like, hitting his head. He upset like he just played, the whole game, like Jimmy did. Jimmy played the whole game, I think, exception of 2 minutes, and the man still had 35. Was the best player on the floor for the Heat. So crazy. They expected a lot from him, man.
But at the end of the day, I think the Boston and Golden State is just a better matchup.
Without a doubt.
The two best teams, in my opinion, like the second half of the season, because both of them started the season out, kind of so.
Boston was like under 500 in January. They was like 23-24, and people was like, "Yo, do they need to trade Tatum and blow this thing up?" And now them boys is on top of the world. So
yeah, for Boston to go through the preseason favorites of the new, the Brooklyn Nets. Beat the champs and the Bucks, beat Miami, who was the number 1 seed, best team in the league all year. And now to face Golden State, who are, they probably the best team in basketball right now when healthy. If they can win that, then you deserve it.
Oh, you deserve that. I mean, this is the matchup I think that the basketball world wanted. Just a better matchup. Stars.
Correct.
And Tatum is, he's an upcoming star, man. And this guy is padding his game after Kobe. I don't know if y'all saw, he had a text that he sent to Kobe before Game 7. Was like, I'm going to get it tonight. This is for you. And he wore the band, the 24 band on his arm that night. So
nice.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's the only reason, because I really don't like Boston like that. You know what I'm saying?
I hate Boston. Always hated Boston.
Tatum is the only reason. You got a young up and coming cat. Like you said, he got that Kobe-esque game, if you will. So if he can continue this and keep it going, I mean, I'm rooting for him. But I bought just Massachusetts as a whole, just be you know what I'm saying? They got enough. It's like the whole LA, LA versus Boston thing all over again. You know what I mean? So
yep.
I'm only rooting for Tatum, but like I said, I don't think they cannot come out with that kind of wishy-washy game playing against Golden State. You need to be firing on all cylinders. You can't be coming on the tail end because Golden State will pull away from you. All it takes is Curry to get hot, because he's gonna shoot it from him anywhere anyway. And then it just seemed like Curry would be off, and then a timeout go by, and then all of a sudden he didn't hit like 3 half court joints. You'd be like, yo, that's crazy.
They light it up quick. And I mean, when you see them play defense, they generate turnovers.
They do.
Yeah, they becoming so good on defense now. I think they're a little underrated. And Boston, that's kind of been their calling card. Like you said, that first series, I think everybody thought the Nets and KD was going to run through them boys, and they locked KD up. So their defense has been pretty tough. And they did the same thing with the Bucks. They was pretty effective against Giannis this year. So I think they're going to be a great matchup for Golden State. But they can't have these games where Tatum is off, or even Jalen. Like them two every night got to have 35 or more.
Yeah. But what I like about Boston is that they've shown that they can go win on the road. They don't care about the environment. But they have given it up. But they've given it up at the crib too. Like, come on.
Game 6 should have been a wrap.
But Golden State ain't lost at the crib all playoffs.
Nope. And that crowd, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that energy, that environment is electric when you see those games. Miami didn't feel like that in Game 7. It looked like a regular season game.
Yeah, correct. You can tell they cocky at the crib. Like it's almost disrespectful. Like Stephen Curry, I love him. But that boy, man, you run over and want to push that man.
Right. It ain't even him. It's Jordan Poole. Like, come on, you got the young fella out here shining on me.
I didn't even know who Poole was until the playoffs.
Yeah, young fella from Michigan.
He just came out of nowhere, putting up starter points. You know what I mean? So that's a good look.
Showing out and talking mad junk. I like that. They cocky. They cocky. I like Golden State.
If anybody shoot a 3 on you and they turn their back and they start pointing at the crowd, yo, man, I'm getting a tech. Yo, come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm pushing you. Or something.
How many fouls I got left? because we're about to get one of them right now.
And that announcer, I forget my man's name, but I saw a TikTok. They were saying when you hear my man say "bang,"
okay.
That's when to know your team is over. Your team is over.
Too funny.
It's got
they were like Curry with the 3, bang. Oh, it's done.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would like I said, I would love to go to one of them games because it always, like I said, that arena, the Oracle Arena, just always feels like it's a game 7. Like it just be on.
They're gonna make it real tough.
You got celebrities there. You know what I'm saying? On the front row, it just look real live all the time.
Yep.
It's like
it's like they never out of it too because of the way they shoot the ball. So like you be up 15, you'd be like, I think Dallas was up on them one time at 29 going into the 4th, and they had took all the starters out, and the boys came back within 8 points with like 5 minutes, and then they start throwing Curry and Poole back in. Like, all right, see what happened.
Luka had to dust off them, dust off the knee pads and get back in there. Like, hold up,
you trying to embarrass me on TV?
Man.
No, son. All right, well let's see what y'all got for the series count. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with T. Who you got winning and how many games, and who's gonna be the Finals MVP?
I say Golden State in 6, MVP Klay Thompson.
That boy ain't the same Klay now.
But he's been having some strong second halves in the playoffs. Like he's been that spark because he plays mostly with the second team. And he's the one getting the shots with the second team, him and Poole. So if Poole passes it, Klay getting the shot.
Poole
don't pass it that much though. But if he kick it out, Klay gonna get a shot. And he ain't been, he been hot.
He dropped 35 on Dallas that night. So
yeah, so I think he's gonna turn it up. And he been, Klay seems like the one with the biggest chip on his shoulder outside of Draymond on that team. Klay just got that edge to him, so I feel like he really gonna show out.
Word. All right, what you got, Jay?
Yeah, I got Golden State in 6, and I'm going with Stephen Curry, son.
You know how many Finals MVPs he has right now?
How many you got?
0.
None.
Really?
So the first go around, remember, Iguodala got it.
Iggy got it,
and then KD comes to town. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, KD got it.
So yeah, that's been the knock on him. That he's won these championships. He's probably the best shooter we've ever seen, but in the finals, kind of has shrunk, and he never got the Finals MVP.
Yeah,
I think he got robbed with Iggy though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think so too, and that was Iggy being the defensive specialist in that finals. Like he helped him out.
But Bron was dropping 30, 40 points every game.
Yeah,
he ain't stopped nobody. He had a couple steals.
He had the steals and he had a block. He had a LeBron block on LeBron.
Hey,
LeBron lost Kevin Love and Kyrie that year.
Yeah. Most people ain't blocking LeBron though. So I mean that in itself that counts for like 5 blocks.
Yeah, but that run, because that was the change where we it became believable, and then you saw like the Rockets and everybody buying into this 3-point because it was always live by the 3, die by the 3. Like we saw people shoot the ball well, but it's like you can never do that and win a championship. And then Golden State showed up, was like, no, we gonna shoot about 50 of these, and we gonna be 40%. Correct. Matter of fact, Klay gonna be 40-some%. I'm gonna be 40-some%. Draymond was hitting them, and they had Barnes at the time. Yep. So it was like, they had it, and the way they did it, it was kind of like this disrespect. Like, how dare you come in here and try to win the championship against LeBron? Like, don't do that. Shooting threes. But it forced LeBron to be a better perimeter shooter and up his game. So
yeah, no, it definitely changed the format because I mean it's gone from a big man's game since forever, since like the early 80s, what have you, to the era of Shaq, you know what I'm saying, to, like I said, the point guard or even the shooting guard. It was just more so the point guard, rather more so a facilitator. But now it's gone to the point where the big man ain't really a huge factor per se. I mean, you need a big man, but like with a team like Golden State, they run fast. They gon', they'll dish it out if need be, but it's like, hey, if you get stuck in the paint, bam, you can dish it out, threes all day. And then even with Steph Curry, with the freedom that he has, it ain't even got to be a good shot. It ain't got to be a good look. Because usually, like, you shooting a three, you know, coaches get on you. You need to be like stationed. Is it a good look? Bam. Man, Steph don't care. One step, bam.
I think the game started to change. Yeah, the game started to change when the NBA started to allow the zone defense, and shooters started to expand the floor, and big men became shooters. Yep. Even beyond the little guys, the big guys started shooting that rock. So
and you see that with the Euro players coming over because the skill level that they play with is totally different than what we saw like when we was growing up with Patrick Ewing, Alonzo, Shaq. You know, these guys were true centers, catch the ball, high percentage, dunk, fade away, whatever. But then it became, you know, the Euro coming over and everybody was skilled. So they could shoot, they could dribble. And you still see that today when Dirk was there, the boy Jokic. These boys are 7-footers, it can hit it. So now it's positionless. Even now, like at the 15-year-old at the AAU level, like you don't see just these big guys on the block. Like, yo, give me the ball in the paint. Yo, you get across half court, your backcourt. If you got a nice backcourt, you're going to be nice because those guys are going to be able to pull up, either go to the rack, and it's really penetration and kicking the ball out to the wing. So you need good wing players because those guys are hitting corner threes or, you know, if they're rotating to the top of the key, whatever, they're looking to catch and shoot. And that's pretty much what the game has become, 2-3 passes. And that's what is so beautiful about watching Golden State because they play like a true team. Even though they got the best shooter in the game. They got Clay. Everybody can shoot. But they move the ball so well where you can literally put the ball in Draymond's hand. He technically running the point. And then you got Curry, moving, catching, moving, coming off screen, curl, pop. And if you double him, they use him as a decoy because if you double him, they go Poole, they go Wiggins. They go Clay. It's like, except Looney. But Looney has been very valuable this series, well, at least last series, because of his rebounding and his rim protection. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a challenge because Boston do got some bigs. They got Al Horford. They got the Williams boys. So they're not going to be able to penetrate as much as they did, in these last series. They're really going to shoot the ball, but that's not a problem for Golden State. That's one of their strengths. So it's going to be a good matchup, man.
And I think with to me, I'll let you move on to the next one. But to me, like the key factor to all of Golden State's success or championships or what have you has been Draymond Green. Because to me,
big piece for sure.
Because to me, there hasn't been. I don't know no other player that is like that. He's kind of a blend between a Dennis Rodman and like a Steve Kerr. Because he can get busy in the paint. He gonna talk trash. He gonna get physical. But then he mess around and shoot a three on you.
You leave him open. He might splash you.
That ugly jumper. That mug get hit it though.
Oh yeah, he got that ugly Bill Cartwright.
He got that push shot.
So he is just he's nice, man.
He's a do whatever it takes kind of guy.
There you go.
That's a winner.
He's the clean.
He a dog. Guy. He just a dog, man. His spirit, his leadership on the floor, and they can
shout out to Sag Nasty.
For sure. Nasty. The Spartans too, boy. That boy was doing his thing, man.
Oh yeah.
So, for me, on my picks, I would have to definitely go Golden State. I just feel like it's the year, like the dominance that they playing with. Like that Memphis series was real tough. Like they should have lost. Like technically, they should have lost the series. A lot of those games were pretty close. So Memphis really tested them, and then Dallas. They just I don't really think they had a chance. Like they was in the games, but they just had too much. They just had too much firepower. So now the fact that they here, and I feel like Golden State, like all these players that we're talking about with that 2-year absence from the finals, they all got something to prove. Like Draymond was, I think, really convinced to prove that they can get back here and do it again without KD. Mm-hmm. And Steph, again, like I said, he's been, in these conversations about either the GOAT. Is he top 5 point guard? He hasn't won a finals MVP. So now he's trying to prove like, hey, I led my team here. Matter of fact, I'm going to finish it off and I'm going to be the finals MVP. And then Clay, he just trying to prove that he Clay again. You know what I'm saying? He need to get, he need to cut that hair, but Yeah, he out there looking like my boy from the tropics.
with the band, with the headband.
Yeah, like looking like Will Ferrell, you know what I'm saying? But
man.
he can still drop him. And then Andrew Wiggins is, in my opinion, even more so than Poole, is the X factor because he's been able to stretch the floor and give you both ends, offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? And if he come out there and he D up Tatum, or if he D up Jaylen Brown, and then he come down and still give you 25, it's gonna be a long night for Boston, man. It's gonna be a long night. So I see them doing it in 6. I get Boston 2 games. But yeah, the fact that they got that experience, and it's a dynasty. Like we need to throw that out there. This is a dynasty. Like shout out to the boy D Dunk. I know he loved the Spurs, and they had this long running dynasty. When the Spurs was there, like every year it seemed like if they wasn't there one year, they was there the next. But Golden State has been there 6 out of 8 years now. So you know they had the injuries. Yeah, they had the injuries. People got hurt. KD leaves. Last year they was trash, and now here they back on top. So if they win this one, I think this is the 4th one.
This will be number 4 for Steph if they win. Yeah,
number 4 for all them boys.
Yeah,
without KD, and KD could have still been there, but that boy went to Brooklyn, so it is what it is.
Speaking of Brooklyn, man, how about that? The matriculation of that trade. So Brooklyn traded or received Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
Oh yeah,
and Boston got the picks, and the picks became Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Oh yeah.
And then at one point they had Kyrie.
And they had Kyrie.
So Brooklyn has been stacked. I don't know. You got Harden, you had Blake. You know what I'm saying? KD. What's my man from the Spurs?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, Aldridge.
Paul Millsap.
Yeah, the problem with Brooklyn was Kyrie didn't play.
True.
Well,
he only played like 20 games.
Oh yeah. But I just expected when
keeping it real goes wrong.
when they had all those trades, I was like, man, Brooklyn it's finna be a wrap. But
I felt like last year they had a great shot. If KD hits that 3-pointer, that one where his foot was on the line, it probably would have changed the whole outcome. But again, it's like it goes to show, like just because you got a stacked team or all these stars, it don't equal success, because you need chemistry, you need leadership. And you need role players. You need benches. You know what I'm saying? You need people that can come off and be a specialist on defense or rebounding. And that's a good thing about Golden State. Like everybody has bought into the system. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I heard that. And it all started. Let's get a love to Mark Jackson, because Mark Jackson was the one that drafted them boys and put it all together and instilled that confidence. If y'all remember, and he talked about this on Shannon Sharp's podcast, he was the one telling people early, like, I got the best backcourt of all time. Matter of fact, I got the 2 best shooters of all time. And he played with Bird and Miller. And he's saying, I got the best, like before Curry even knew he was going to be Curry. So that level of confidence that he instilled in them, you saw that rise. And they came out that year with Brown and them boys, and they changed the game, man.
They almost traded Steph. I saw
him and Monte Ellis. Yep.
Yeah, they almost traded Steph, but Steph couldn't clear the physical for Milwaukee. So Milwaukee ended up taking Monte Ellis instead of Steph. Because he couldn't pass physical with his ankle.
I ain't gonna lie. When Monte was there, though,
Monte was a monster.
He was a problem, son. Straight out of high school, out of Jackson.
Let's say shout out to Jackson.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, and he could boom. He could boom, and he got buckets. He wasn't the greatest 3-point shooter like Steph, obviously, but he was a bucket, hands down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I think, and there was a lot of controversy when they were like on the fence about that. Everybody wanted Monte, but hey, the rest is history. They stuck with your boy Steph, the chef, the baby. What they call him, the baby face assassin.
Hey, the kids love him though. I'm telling you, that's all these kids running around trying to do is be Steph Curry. My son loves him. My son love him. Like, you can't even make it from there. Why are you even taking that,
bro?
Yo, anytime you can make Under Armour a popular shoe, you the man.
Yeah, man.
Because ain't nobody rocking no Under Armour shoes until Steph.
Hey, but I gotta give it up. Them last 3 Currys, very comfortable. in terms of like a point guard or how you play the game. The traction is crazy. They light, very responsive. Like those last hit, the 9s, the 8, and the 7s, like crazy. Now those first 3 or 4, yeah, they was trash. I remember I bought I think the second ones for CJ. They was like these black and gold, so they was sweet, like aesthetically, but the shoe itself was trash. Like they just tore up in the season. So I had to buy a whole nother shoe for this cat, and I was like, man, never again, bro.
No, when he came out with those, I was like, well, when he first had his shoe, I was like, man, that's horrible. That's a horrible looking shoe. I mean, it didn't help that it was Under Armour, so it was like, see, that's why you don't go with Under Armour. Like,
see, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah, you could have had the Nike boys. You could have had Adidas or something.
Anybody, but I mean, like I said, they was like, hey, we can't be out here. We got a champion. We need to get some more designers. We need to get some more, engineers, because we got to come up with a better shoe. And they did it, because I saw them 9s is sweet. I'm like, yo, I would rock those.
They and the kids want them. The kids look at Steph like, I can beat him. I can do that.
True. Because he looks small.
He
looks
like a
6'3"
little guy. He looks like the average dude walking around, and he is out there stroking.
Yeah,
something serious.
His logo is dope too. They finally, incorporated the 3.
That logo is sweet. I was like, ooh, with the SC.
Like, we don't need the UA. Give me the 3, the Trey boy. Yeah. Man. So whoever made that call got a raise.
Yeah. Yeah, that logo is
because it's fire.
That is fire to incorporate his initials with the 3-pointer. Yeah, he need to be president. Because that's sweet. That's just a sweet logo, man. I was pretty impressed.
All right. Well, I think we talked about top point guards. Let me ask you this before we get into like a list. When you look around the league, we're gonna do 10. We're gonna do 10. Who do you think are the 10 best players in the league now?
In any order?
First of all, no. Yeah. I need to know who number 1. Who is the best player? Regardless of these finals and all that, like right now, everybody healthy. Who? Like, because LeBron has been that guy, right? And it was always LeBron. It's not LeBron anymore. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. So reference. So what we're talking about is saying, who's number 1? Who you think number 1 best player in the league right now? All things considered,
I like Joel Embiid as number 1 player, best player in the league right now. Healthy.
He can't even win the MVP.
Healthy. He should have won the MVP.
He should have, but he didn't.
Healthy Joel Embiid is
who's your 2?
Number 1. Number 2, Giannis.
Okay.
Number 3, LeBron. Number 4, KD. 5, Jokic. 6, Luka. 7, Steph. 8. It starts to get a little bit sticky once you get past that.
I don't know if I can give you 10.
Yeah. Man, who else is in the league?
You got Tatum. You ain't said Tatum.
I don't know. He got a. I like Tatum.
You don't think he top 10?
Come on, man. It could be a flash.
This boy going to the finals. He been there for the last 3 years fighting. Yeah, that dude is not impressed.
I ain't ready yet. Yeah, I like Tatum a lot. I ain't ready yet.
What about Jimmy?
Playoff Jimmy or regular Jimmy? Playoff Jimmy is a beast. Regular season Jimmy is a very good, solid role player in the regular season. But maybe that's just how he chooses to play the game. It doesn't feel like
George, Kawhi. Who we talking about?
Kawhi. Is he still in the league?
he getting a check.
Oh, okay. John Wall.
That's what we talking about.
I still think Kyrie is one of the best players in the league, healthy and playing. So he would be number 8. Harden. This last year might be it hurt his image to me, but if he was healthy, he was in shape, and he was playing ball, Harden definitely got to be up there. I mean, that's an MVP.
You passing the torch to the young bucks now. You talking about like Ja Morant or Trae Young or somebody.
I like Trae Young a lot. I like Ja Morant, but I don't know that I will put them in the top 10 just yet. I'm gonna just leave it at 8 and just say everybody else tied for 9 through 999.
Dang, you don't think Kawhi?
I haven't seen Kawhi since he hit the shot in Toronto.
That's all you need to know.
That was like 4 years ago.
That boy still got the claw.
Yeah, and not AD. I love AD, but not AD. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Maybe Dame Lillard, but I don't even understand that one a whole lot. I mean, he get a lot of credit, but it looks good.
He Karl Malone right now.
Right.
All right, Jay, what you guys said? If you can give me 10.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna give you 10. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the sports aficionado on this joint, but I'm just going off of, cats that got a solid game. I definitely will put, and these ain't in no specific order, but definitely Steph in that joint.
Steph, number one guy.
Man, I got it.
He don't play no defense. I'm gonna let you know right now.
I understand.
Look, Jada coach you like, let him shoot.
Yeah,
he ain't playing
right. That is his defense.
Bruh, it's like that. I guess from an impact standpoint, is like just over the years, man. This dude has, like I said, he changed the game, man. So yeah, Steph. The rest of these is just on here, right? So definitely Luka. Like his game with him being a big man, coming from overseas, his game is tight. Yeah, Kyrie, still got Kyrie in there as one of the top point guards. I like Tatum. Definitely Greek the Freak, and I was gonna put Harden on there, but I would probably go Dame over Harden.
Oh, for sure, right now.
Yeah,
I would go Dame over Harden.
Easy breezy.
Yeah, that's who I got, man.
That's the list.
It pains me to say this, but I'm trying to be a realist. Because I ain't a Giannis fan. But pound for pound, right now, Giannis the number one. He the best player in the league, period.
Really? Even without being able to shoot?
He's a better shooter. Easy breezy.
Joel Embiid?
I'm taking Giannis easy breezy over that boy. Yo, they building walls. You hear me? They building walls for this man. That's a lot. And that boy's still going to the rack, dropping 40, 50 on you, rebound, defense. Ain't nothing he can't do, period.
I feel like his game is a little reckless at times. And he was number 2. It's not like we debating a whole lot here. He's number 2 on my list. But I feel like Giannis be going to the hole just so out of control sometimes.
2 steps. Like that type of dominance, I relate to like a Shaq. Like Shaq was so big, so you didn't really see him off the dribble like that too much, because it was like, I'm on the block, give me the ball, because that's a bucket and one if he make a free throw. But like this, that dominance, man. I ain't no Giannis guy, but man, I hate. That's what I'm saying. Like watching him play, and then he drop 40 on you or 50, and it's like, how did he end up with 50? Because you can't stop this dude. 2 steps and he to the rack. So he giving you everything you need. I got to go KD number 2. I mean, KD was 7 foot something. The boy play like a guard and can shoot wherever. So skill wise, I still feel like KD is right there in terms of best player. Then I got my boy LBJ, just because he a little older, but that boy had 5 50-point games this season. He's still doing his thing, baby.
Almost like he played score.
I mean, say less. if AD can stay healthy, I mean, we could do some things, but we ain't got no help. Can't pass the ball to yourself. But after that, I gotta go Steph. Because I mean, again, the same factor like with Giannis, right? The boy you can't really stop Steph. I mean, he can shoot from wherever. He moves. I love the way he moves without the ball, and his handles is crazy. So yeah, Jokic, you got to go. You got to get that boy his props. Again, the height, the skill, the passing ability, the MVP. I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with that, Zed? I go Luka after that. I go Tatum, Embiid. was gonna say Kyrie, but I'm off the Kyrie train. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So I would take Kawhi and then Jimmy Butler.
Going with the claw, huh?
They say the best ability is availability.
And he ain't played half the season, and he was good.
Kawhi, what team is he on?
He on the Clippers. What team was Kyrie on? This man was at the game in the stands.
Man.
Like, Kyrie, you gonna play tonight? Nah, I can't really do it. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing really wrong with me like that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
Okay.
Take your medicine like everybody else. You could be out there.
Yeah, but he a different kind of cat, that's for sure.
So you know what the rumors are? I heard this yesterday on radio here locally, is that the Rockets are in the running to land Kyrie.
Really?
That's a bad move.
Man, it's like y'all always take the gamble on PGs. Like,
that's what I'm saying. And we do not need, we got 2 young bucks. We need more a veteran guy, like a veteran, like, you know what I'm saying, that's going to come and help them develop. But I wouldn't bring Kyrie into my locker room.
I don't think that's the leadership that those young cats need. They need somebody that's going to be engaged and involved. Kyrie needs to go to a team full of veterans.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. When anybody come out and say we don't need a coach, it's like, we got me and KD. KD, we got it. And it was like KD, like I ain't say all that stuff.
Yeah, that's why you need to play with some old school cats that y'all got y'all system. Y'all just gonna run it. Like you can go to LA, you can go to Golden State, you can go to or just stay where you at and make a difference. But I don't see Kyrie helping any young cats get better.
No. So let me ask this, because I don't know Jay's team. I'm gonna go to T-Rail because we just talked about the Rockets. That's my team. They was dead last, so we in the lottery this year. Hopefully we get that boy from Duke and just continue to build. But with the Lakers, it don't seem like y'all gonna be able to move Russ. Russ did request a trade, but
who could take the $40 million?
So you got to take the 40, and people are asking for draft picks. They want their picks, and the Lakers is like, nah, we not partnering with these picks, homie.
We barely even have picks. That's gonna be tough. I mean, obviously, you'd like to see Russ be a little bit more productive, based on what he was, and based on the salary that we're paying. But we can win with him. The Lakers, I always say the Lakers need to just put shooters around those cats. You can still win with Russ. You can win with Russ. You can win with LeBron. But what you need are guys that can step behind that arc and put the ball in the hole. Like, because Russ, he's a slasher. LeBron is going to be a facilitator. AD can play all over the court, but we never really had those spot up shooters around these cats that could fill it up consistently. And that's what I feel like LA needs as the general manager from my living room. Do you think
that they would be better without Russ? Because no one has won with Russ.
No. I mean, yeah, that's
he's still been giving triple doubles every single team he's been on, but no one has won with him.
Yeah.
If you can't win with LeBron, bruh, that's tough.
This is the first time we've seen LeBron as a loser.
And he went to bat for Russ because they had, I think it was Magic. Magic said we had Buddy, Hield, and DeMar Rosen. So they had DeMar coming home. He from LA. He from Compton. Yep. So they had DeMar, and they had Buddy Hield.
Both have similar games to that mid-range slasher type game. It would have been nice to have that. But they still don't solve the shooter problem because you got to score in the West.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, I like that, but you needed a 3-point assassin, somebody that can really not, like DeMar definitely, like, he can take those big shots, he can hit the pull up, he gonna give you a lot on both ends. I don't really know what you're gonna get from Buddy because like even with fantasy, I remember picking this cat a couple times. One night he'd give you 60 points, then the other night he'd give you 10. He was like, "Yo, what happened? Did he play?
Let you down, boy."
Yeah, he played 35 minutes. That boy gave you 6 points. So
just getting your steps in.
I mean, from the contract standpoint, he saves you, but then you locked in with those two guys. So it's like, I don't know if that would have been the best move. But you mentioned salary, so I looked it up. The highest paid players in NBA right now, well, projected for next year, 22 and 23. Steph Curry, number one, 48.1 million. Is he worth it?
Every penny.
Every penny. Every penny.
Number two,
It's not.
James Harden, 47.4 million.
It ain't his fault. He worth it.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. I think he need to come down and total.
That's Houston Harden. He far removed from Houston.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's MVP Harden.
Yeah, he ain't been that guy in a while.
Number three, your boy. Teach me how to Dougie. He tied with Harden, 47.4 million. John Wall makes 47.4 million.
Now, John Wall was with Washington, right?
He ain't played in like 3, maybe 4 years.
He ain't played since he was with Washington.
He got traded. No, he played with Houston like maybe 10 games. Got hurt again. Chilling. Matter of fact, this season, the agreement between him and the Rockets was he was not going to play. And they were going to try to move him. And then none of that happened. So then he was like, yo, let me get out there. And they was like, nah, you good. You good right now, son. Take your 47 and chill.
So how does that contract work as far as like and obviously, you know, it's agents and everything that come into play with that. But for him to get hurt and sit out for 3 years.
NBA contracts are guaranteed.
It ain't like NFL. This is what you're going to. It's like this is your salary.
So if you 10-year, 47 million, that's you getting 47 for 10 years
per year. And then you got game checks. So every game you play, you getting a game check. And then obviously you multiply that times how many games you play. Then there's boners and kickers, right? If you go to the playoffs, there are probably some performance bonuses in there as well. But
as long as your injury is obviously there's contractual things like your injury's got to be sports related or you can't do anything that breaches your contract, but they're fully guaranteed. NBA and MLB contracts fully guaranteed.
Because I think it was the guy from Drew Holiday. He came in, I think, like the last game of the season. He started the game and went right out.
Yep.
Just to get that bonus.
Hold up. He started the game.
Yeah, they jumped the ball. The possession was had. Timeout. Came out the game. He just had to start. That's it. Got that check. Wow. So behind him is your boy Russell Westbrook. The Lakers are paying him $47.1 million.
Boy player on the team.
Can't hit a jump shot to save his life.
Yep.
Yes. $3 million more. LeBron is right behind him at 44.5.
That don't sound right.
So Westbrook makes more than LeBron and KD. KD is the last one at 44.2 million.
So so you think about it. He signed that contract coming off an MVP season, averaging triple-double. Houston was about to be, really poised to be about the best team in the league with Harden, Westbrook. Mm-hmm. They were giving out that money. So that's tough. But knowing that, I got to give credit to the agents and give credit to the players because you earned that contract, right? Like, they ain't just giving it to you based on hype. They gave it to you because you went out there and balled out. Mm-hmm. So, they guaranteed it. And we all know the career is going to decline and people going to deteriorate. So these NBA teams ain't hurting, man. They work every penny, dog. Get it. Get that money.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know who John Wall's agent is, though?
Who that?
Is he with Rock Nation?
Rich Paul.
Oh, Clutch Sports.
LeBron's homie.
That's LeBron's boy. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, well, yeah. It's that's it right there.
Clutch Sports.
So would you like to see him on the Lakers? Because that's what they were trying to trade for during the season. They were trying to get Russ to go back to Houston and then bring John Wall over. But it's like they're really the same player. So
yeah, I don't know.
What's his injury, John Wall?
I think it was his ACL, and he had surgery. I can't remember. Let me see.
He said, "I can't even remember."
Man, it was so long ago because
that dude he's had multiple.
Yeah. It was his Achilles tendon injury.
I always liked Bradley Beal better on that team anyways. Like, he felt like the dog on the team to me. I would rather get Bradley Beal to LA than anybody.
But then I think Bradley just took some money. Like, I don't think he's going nowhere.
He's a shooter. I don't think he's going anywhere either, but he got the bag there. But he's a shooter.
Well, there's been speculation. This is, in my mind, this is kind of like with the Lakers. If everything works, if the basketball guys work as magic, y'all will end up with a Dame Lillard, because I think Portland has finally realized that Dame is that dude, but they not going to win with Dame. All that he's done, everything that he has, they traded CJ. You know what I'm saying? So they essentially blew it up. So it's like, do you still want to be in the middle and be that 7th seed all the time and not win?
But I feel like Dame, he came out and said he's committed to staying in that small market, you know, carrying his team and not, you know, joining the Super Avengers and going after the championship.
I don't believe none of it. That man got like 5 albums. he got a little ego. He need to come to LA with LeBron and get a ring, or at least be in the conference finals, like be in the dance. Like, send Russ to Portland, let him go out there and be a triple-double king, and, you know, let them pick up the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then bring Dame over.
Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of agents, though, did you see who Jaylen Brown signed with?
Yes, sir.
Your
game
boy,
changer.
Your dog.
Yeezy, the first NBA player. And he signed Aaron Donald. Actually, Aaron Donald signed first to Yeezy. So I don't know if he's going to have a cleat and a shoe or
Donda
one or the other.
That's what it's called? Donda Sports.
Donda Sports.
Really?
Yeah.
So has anybody seen the shoe? Or
no, we ain't seen no shoes yet. But them boys going to be cold. And then Jaylen Brown gonna have the first hoop shoe. Well, no, take that back. Yeezy has a hoop shoe right now. That's pretty dope, actually. But I'm gonna be interested to see what he do with Jaylen Brown joint.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first time we get a signature line with the Yeezys, though.
Correct. Especially if they win.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
And he come out with the Yeezy boy. Yeah. So man, shout out to Ye. He's scooping him up now. He like really trying to jump over the jump, man, because that's what Jordan did. Like, you know, he had the signature shoe, and now he's, you know, recruited a lot of these star like Jason Tatum, Luka. All of them have even Russell has his shoe under Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Their shoe is done by the Jordan brand. So it's gonna be dope, man.
Chris Paul, same thing, yeah.
Chris Paul, yep. Oh. You got a couple of them cats.
Yeezy finna he ain't gonna be able to tell Yeezy nothing. He gonna be on the sidelines. It's gonna be a wrap.
We're not ready for Yeezy at the games, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be over, man.
He be out them boys with them rain boots on. He be out there.
Next thing you know, he gonna have a team. He gonna own a team in a minute.
Well, his AAU team is a dog. He got like one of the best. Squad? Donda, yeah. You know his mom. He got that private school named after his mom in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Go pull up the YouTube on Donda, on the Donda team. He got some dogs.
Yeah, he making moves. I love that.
They already outfitted all Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? Come to the school, and he got the ballers out of Chicago. I'm sure he got some other guys he recruited, but yeah, they got a squad for real.
Nice. That's dope.
Yes, sir. Well, look, I had this conversation before I took the boys to the barbershop. We already talked about point guards, but man, let me just tell you what this man said to me, man. It was very disrespectful. And this man is a Laker fan. So I was like, yo, so if Steph wins, gets his 4th championship, hopefully he becomes the finals MVP, where do you put him in the point guard of all time conversation? Like, is he top 3, or, where are you putting him? My man, and this is a younger cat, my man James, shout out to my man James. He a little bit younger. He loved Kobe, loved the Lakers. And he was like, "Oh, he gonna be the greatest of all time." I said, "Hold on, man. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said?" I didn't say that like the best player of all time. I said the point guard position. You saying Steph Curry would be the greatest point guard of all time? He was like, "Yes, change the game." I was like, "You a Laker fan, right?" He was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "So you just forget Irv? Irv don't count." He didn't change the game. I was like, let me go back. Let me go back to my car.
That's that born in the 90s.
Bruh. Come on, man.
I was like, man, you need to go watch the documentary on Apple.
Please.
They call me Magic. This man got a whole nickname, son. And it ain't Babyface. I'm going to tell you that. I mean, so I know we talked about the point guard. Let's, if you will, let's talk about that 3 spot because that's where LBJ sit. So who do y'all think the best small forward, the number 3? Who your top 5 on that?
Hold on, I'm had to do some research.
Oh man,
top 5 in the 3 spot
on a small forward game.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Obviously, you got to put LeBron in there. I like Scotty, as one of the top ones. Man, it's hard for me to say Grant Hill deserves it because he didn't play an extended career, but man, he was so talented in that position.
That sound like Penny Hardaway over there.
No, I can't. I can't put him on there. I can't put him on there. I'm
saying the Grant Hill. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't put Grant Hill on there. But he was sweet. So who did I say? LeBron. I said Scotty. Man, it's hard to think about that position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
Don't forget about Larry.
Yeah, you got Larry Bird. Yeah, you got to put Larry in there. He's all time, not just by position. He's an all timer. Wow, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the small forward spot. Who's on your list?
Yeah,
I got to go LeBron at the number 1. I'll put LeBron number 1. Then I would probably have to go Larry Bird. Probably Kevin Durant.
I would say KD.
Scotty.
What about Paul Pierce? Carmelo. Kawhi.
Is Kawhi at 3?
I'm looking at a list on Google right now. It's saying Kawhi at 3.
I hesitate, but I feel like it's somebody that I'm forgetting. Those 4 out of
Iguodala.
Nah, you're going too far.
Jimmy Butler.
Nah, yeah,
T-Mac.
Kawhi.
Luol Deng.
Nah, that's my 5 right there. Okay. That's my 5 right there. I don't know,
what
Jay,
about
you got a 5?
Big Shot Bob, your boy.
That's my boy.
He still hoop out there?
I haven't been back to the 24 since the pandemic, so I'm not sure if he goes there anymore or not. I see he's doing a lot just in TV and with podcasting now, so he might be a little bit more busy. I ain't seen him up. I mean, I haven't been there, but I'm sure he probably come through every now and then. This boy got the pencil and the paper over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What about Dr. J?
Yeah, Julius.
You know what? I could easily take Kawhi off and put Dr. J on there. Easily.
I would hope so.
Easily. I mean, because, again, Dr. J was really before our time.
Correct.
But when you really do research and you look at it, I think he was 11-time All-Star. Then you don't even consider what he did, with Rucker and the ABA. Yeah. If he played straight NBA, he probably have been 14 or how many every years he played. He'd have been an All-Star every year.
Oh, easy.
And just dominant at his position. Because I was looking into his stats. I think they said 11-time. I don't know what the scoring average was, but, man, he was, unstoppable. He got to the rack easy breezy. Palming the ball. He got one of those most famous moves, becoming, behind the backboard.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they said every team that he played on, at least in the NBA, always made the playoffs. He was that dude. That was the dude Magic was trying to beat. That Bird was trying to beat. Yeah. He was the guy. He was the
face. Yeah, 24 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists.
Monster.
In his career.
And he could jump out the gym.
Yeah,
correct.
He was a beast.
So the argument with that era, some people were saying that, he had so many accolades and he was a beast, but he was like, yo, you were playing against a used car salesman.
Oh yeah, that was JJ Redick was saying he was talking about the point guards, and he was saying he was out there playing against firemen and plumbers.
Yeah,
you know, like so.
And he shot that shot at Bob Cousy. You know, Bob Cousy like 80 something and snapped back at the boy.
Oh no, I ain't see that.
It's hard. I feel him though, because like you watch those games, like you dribbling up the left side with the right hand. Like, what did you doing?
I'm with him. I'm not. They ain't on none of my list. They ain't top 75. They ain't nowhere.
Same thing with like Wilt. Like you scored 100, but you was playing in an era where everybody was 5'10", and you was the only guy in the league that could dunk.
Oh, so yeah, that's the only thing.
But a lot of cats, you talk to a lot of like basketball heads, our age and a little bit older, they like consider him top 3 player of all time. One guy in the gym told me he's the best player ever, and I was like, "How, man? He was an athlete. He could do this. He could jump." I was like, "He not better than Shaq, in my opinion, number one, but he ain't better than Kareem. So what we talking about?"
Yeah, Kareem.
He was just big. He was a freak. He was huge.
Yeah, Kareem ended the Wilt Chamberlain era for sure.
No, absolutely.
So, I don't know, man. Well, since we brought that up, who do you think was the biggest snub on the 75 list? There were 3. There were 3 in my opinion.
That shouldn't have been on there? Or are you saying that?
Well, no, they did not make the list.
Oh, my biggest snub was Dwight Howard for sure.
Easy breezy. That's
Dwight Howard, like 2-time. He's an MVP, not an MVP, but Defensive Player of the Year. Went to the finals. Like that dude was
champion,
a monster, a champion. Like
he dominated the league for like 2-3 years for real. Like in Orlando,
when he defensive player a year, twice.
He was just dunking and shooting layups. Like that's what he did. No 3-pointers. Like this is obviously prior Steph Curry. So, and then for me, the other 2, Kyrie should have been on the list. I'm sorry, I don't know what y'all like. I said, Bob Cousy coming off the list. I'm sorry, son. I don't care about no Bob Cousy. I don't care about none of that, son. None of that peach ball. We talking about basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he played against firemen and plumbers. Nah. You telling me Bob Cousy in his prime could do anything with Kyrie? Ain't no way, man. He'd have broke that boy. Ain't no way, bro. I'm sorry.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Can't happen.
Ain't no way, man. I've seen the footage, just like you said, coming up the left side with the right hand. Ain't no crossover. Ain't no spin. He's shooting with 2 hands. Come on, man.
I hated it. It was terrible to watch.
It was straight the double dribble area.
Yeah. And it's like, what, 8 teams in the league? Like, bro. Nah, son. I can't even. Don't do that. If you went in color, I don't know if we could really rock with you like that, son.
Yeah. Correct. And that's why it was just pretty much the Lakers in Boston, because they had the 2. You had the best center with Kareem. Then Magic came through. You had Bird. And that was pretty much it. Like I said, Julius was pretty much running the league up to that point, and then they put them, they put them out the ranks. So it was just pretty much Bird and Magic, and then Pistons came along, and then Jordan came along, and then that was a wrap.
I think Chris Webber got snubbed.
No.
See, Webb had a good career.
Yeah, I like him. I was a big fan.
They gave the Lakers hell.
Who?
For years.
The Warriors? Oh,
the Kings.
Okay. I thought you was talking
during those Kings years.
Oh, those were good games, but yeah.
They gave the Lakers problems a lot of those
Shaq
years.
and Kobe. It wasn't no problem.
So you saying you would? So Anthony Davis is on the list. You would take AD over C Webb?
No, you winning that one. If it's between them two, for sure, I'm taking Webb all day. Yeah. Oh, Webb was a way better player. AD is one of the most overrated players of all time. Period. I'm sorry, he just cannot. Like you said,
no arguments.
You're not available. Like when he was in New Orleans, Boogie Cousins, in my opinion, was the better player before Boogie got hurt, and he was a better shooter, scored everything.
No,
and he got hurt. AD was there; he couldn't stay healthy. So for me, the other snub was T-Mac. Like he was basically like another version of Kobe.
Yeah, T-Mac was nice.
Remember, T-Mac came straight out of high school, like quick.
T-Mac, but would you have taken T-Mac over Vince Carter?
No, Vince. I'll take Vince first.
Also not on the list.
Vince ain't on there?
Nope.
Oh, Oh, that's number 4 snubbed. I thought VC was on there.
Nope, not on there.
Wow. Barkley's on there for sure, right?
Barkley's on there. Yeah, Barkley's on there. So I don't know. It's all debatable, but to me, it's all about the guys that are on there who I don't feel like should be on there, like AD, like Damian Lillard, like Carmelo Anthony.
I keep Dame on there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, Carmelo's iffy.
Carmelo, he on there all day, every day. He's an assassin. Come on, man. Points in the score.
I don't know. I guess
you looking at Carmelo now. I'm looking at Carmelo. Denver.
I'm looking at Carmelo from Oklahoma.
Yeah, not that guy.
Yeah, I guess it's just been the transition. It just seems like it's always going down.
Oh yeah, he got older. But remember, he came in the league with LeBron. Like him and LeBron.
Yeah, that's what I agree with Jay. Like but it feels like he was peaking at that point. Like
once he left Denver, it was all down there.
Yeah.
Like even when he went to New York, it was a one-man show, and he just didn't have all of what he thought he had.
Shots.
Oh yeah, it was straight ISO. But get out the way, I'm about to get 50.
Jacking up shots, offensive rebound, put back on my own shot. That's Carmelo.
Wow. Yo, fun fact about Carmelo. Did you know this cat wanted to be known as Tyrone Johnson?
Why? When?
Because nobody could say his name. They would always mess up his name. So he said, well, like when he would sign stuff early on, he would write, like when he was in school, he would write his name as Tyrone Johnson. He was like, he said, I wanted to be known as Tyrone Johnson. Nobody effing with Tyrone. So it was like this tough guy persona, plus nobody could say his name right. So he was like, yeah, I'm Tyrone. So I used to answer as Tyrone, and I used to introduce myself as Tyrone.
Really?
Which reminded me of that guy on the internet. He was like, I'm Tyrone, and I'm here to
mess with Tyrone.
That's crazy. But yeah, Melo didn't pan out. I don't know what y'all gonna do with Melo, man. Y'all keep Melo next year?
Man, they can all go.
Dang.
They can all go. It's you got to start over anyways. You got to blow it up. It didn't work. It's not working.
What if Bronny comes? Do you want Bronny?
Sideshow.
Come on now.
I would take. I like Bronny. I like Bronny's game. I like if we're talking about the young cats, the next generations.
Yeah.
I think Bryce got a smoother game than Bronny, although Bronny's nice. But I actually like Zaire Wade's game.
Yeah. Yeah, he playing in the G League right now too. So he can get some young development quick. He gonna come up real quick.
Yeah, but lefty with the stroke, he like D Wade, but as a better shooter and lefty. I like Zaire.
What year is this for Bronny?
I think he's going into his senior year. Is it junior?
He just finished his junior year, so he's about to be a senior.
Yeah. So he's close, but then you got to either get G League or you got to go, play college ball for at least 1 year. So he can't just go straight to the league. But if he goes to the Lakers, LeBron assists gonna go up by 10 because he getting the ball every time.
That's until you daddy, boy. That's until you daddy.
Yo, I'm telling you, man.
Sideshow. Don't nobody want that sideshow stuff.
I can see T-Rail throwing stuff in the TV already. Man, shoot the ball.
Just want to win games and talk junk.
Every interview. Yeah, Bronny, come on. Yeah, let's talk to the people.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Hold on. I have one more stat for y'all. Oh, it's not basketball related, but I had to bring this up because I saw it in the news recently. I don't know if y'all saw. It's on football. So it's been speculation the mayor of Dallas is vying for a second team in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at like the Rams, like LA has what? 2 teams now. They got the Chargers and they got the Rams.
Yeah.
And I think New York got 2 teams. You got the Jets and the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they both trash. So when you look at the scale, like, how popular football is in the state of Texas, not to mention Dallas with the Cowboys and the legacy there, they feel like the popularity, would easily support a second franchise. So he's trying to get another franchise. What you think about that, baby?
I don't think it's enough room for Jerry Jones's ego in another team. I don't think it's gonna happen.
It ain't up to Jerry, though. It ain't up to Jerry.
Why bring a team there to be the Clippers? Like, no, man, you're gonna be the little brother. And I get it. The Metroplex is huge. There's enough population and all of that to support another
team. You go right back to Irving, where the Cowboys used to play. They in Arlington now. You build that stadium again, and you're gonna have an instant. Same thing with the Texans. Like, remember they lost the Oilers a couple years later. You get the Texans. Like, the Texans is trash, but in terms of the games and people attending, every year sold out.
Oh yeah, they support.
But man,
that's how popular it is.
It's gonna be hard to be the not Cowboys in Dallas. Because look, I'm a Cowboys fan. Jay a Cowboys fan. It's Cowboys hate everywhere in the world outside of Dallas, but ain't nothing but love in Dallas.
True.
So it ain't no room for another team in Dallas.
Nah,
for the fans.
I think it could work easy. Because I think even with that, people are a little fatigued with like Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? And if you give them a taste of anything new, like if you get the logo right, if you get the location right, you get a star quarterback. That's it. That's all you need.
They gonna do from a marketing standpoint. They gonna get the team, the name, that's gonna be 10-10 because it's in Dallas.
Look, I'm gonna give you proof.
10-10. But
the Texans, that's what the Cowboys used to be called. So the Houston Texans took the old name from the 50s to 60s, whatever, and was like, we're gonna throw Houston in front of that.
Yeah, they used to be the Dallas Texans.
They got a dope logo. And they just got a we had the whole thing with Deshaun Watson,
but that only works because it's not in Dallas.
Hey, we ain't 4 hours away, baby.
But Houston is his own city, though. You know what I'm saying? It's standing on his own 2 legs. So it ain't like it's in the stepbrother of Dallas. So I just don't see it.
I think it'd be a better fit. Like, why does LA have 2 teams? Why does New York have 2 teams that is consistently garbage? Like the Jets ain't been good since '63.
Yeah,
like since '89.
But they've always had 2 teams, and it's like, that's not a new thing.
So
that's like legacy.
If any city deserves and is going to have 2 football teams, why wouldn't it be the capital, the mecca of football, which is Texas?
Yeah,
I agree.
And Dallas, let alone like. Hey, don't let them get another team and they better than the Cowboys. That's all I can tell you. Bro.
See, that's the problem that I'm worried about. Because if a new team come in there and shut down the dynasty, not dynasty, but the legacy, if you will, and start winning, bro. Yeah. It's gonna be bad.
Jerry will spend at all costs to make sure that team don't show up, don't win.
Look, Jerry gonna be in the parking lot slashing tires.
Yeah.
Look, Jerry gonna buy all the season opener tickets. Nobody show up.
He'll buy all the real estate. Some vacant land. You ain't getting it. Like, nah, I don't see it. But I get it. It would make sense there, because you can go north. North Dallas. You can go. You can go south. You can go just about anywhere in the Metroplex and be fine with building a stadium and drawing a team to it because it's so easy to move around there. Yep. But man, just thinking about the hate that team would get first, and they would have to earn that love over. It would take them a long time to earn that.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time.
It would take a long time.
And if they put them in the same conference, like they didn't do that with the Texans, like they AFC. And then the Dallas is NFC. So, but if they were NFC, it's in-state, same city. So you got to be rivals. You know what I'm saying? But if you get like another billionaire to come in there, like what if Diddy bought the team or something? Somebody that's going to bring some swag to it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but I think almost brought the North Carolina Panthers.
That's what I'm saying.
I would say as a rival, I would put a team, still in that part of the country, but go to like OKC or something like that, which is still going to draw some Texas folks, but it's not Texas. Texas is very protective of them Cowboys. It makes it even hard for Houston Texans.
Oh yeah, we trash right now, so it don't really matter.
San Antonio, give me something out west.
That's what I was thinking. Like, go to the next biggest city. I was thinking San Antonio, even Austin coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think another city in Texas. Like I said, it's enough room. I don't think you necessarily have to go to Dallas, but you can go to one of the other cities though.
Yeah, I mean, like the Cowboys so dominant there. Like even the college teams don't even get a whole lot of play in Texas, even though there's love for TCU, Southern Methodist out there. It's just still like college ball is still like an afterthought. High school ball probably a little bit more attractive than even college ball in Texas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of private schools. Yeah, so
yeah,
but Dallas is the umbrella. Dallas Cowboys,
for sure.
America's team. You can't.
no.
No, I'm just saying that's the tagline. So it's America's team. You know what I'm saying? So you got the cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much notoriety around that team that it's kind of hard to kind of put something else there and it not be overshadowed by the Dallas Cowboys, especially if Jerry Jones is running it.
Unless they win. If they win, it's a wrap. Because when's the last time the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl?
We're tying this podcast over.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if they come in and win a Super Bowl, it's over, son.
It's on everything.
we don't want to ruffle the feathers. We had to keep it straight in there.
96.
Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman.
It's been a little while. It still hurt.
Emmitt Smith.
Long time. All right, we're gonna end it with one gotta go. So I'm gonna give you this is I watched Colin Cowherd. This is his This is his first team of all time. But I want you to tell me one gotta go. You ready?
Ready.
Is these basketball team?
Basketball players. This is his starting five of this is his Mount Rushmore, if you will.
Okay.
So he got Irv, Jordan, LeBron, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
One got to go. Does the one got to get replaced with somebody else or just got to go?
Actually, I'm gonna add a layer to it because he got first team, second team, third team. Second team is Isaiah Kobe, Dr. J, Tim Duncan, Wilt Chamberlain. And then the last team is Steph, Jerry West, Charles Barkley, Kevin Durant, Shaq. Now, out of those three, would you keep that starting five or would you bump somebody? And who would be bumped to the first team if you move in anybody?
Ooh, I'll go first. I'm taking Kareem off the first team and putting Shaq in.
90s baby.
That's my move. I'm putting
80s
Shaq
baby.
in. 80s baby. I'm putting Shaq in there. And who else was on it? It was LeBron, Magic, Bird,
Magic, Jordan, LBJ, Bird, and Kareem.
Yeah.
So you taking off Kareem and putting on Shaq.
Yeah, that's it.
Word up. Did we lose Jay?
Yeah, he dropped out.
Oh.
Hold on, we'll get him to come back.
Coming back.
All right. So what you say?
That's a really good list. I ain't gonna lie. Like Irv ain't going nowhere. And I like Jordan. I could change Cole for Jordan. I ain't gonna lie to you. Or I could do what you did. I could take Shaq and put him on the one and take off Kareem. Yeah, I'm taking Cole. I'm bumping Jordan.
I was thinking taking Bird out, putting Kobe in, but man,
no,
you
sir.
taking MJ out.
Give me Cole 2.0. Who you got, Jay?
All right, so I fell off and then it came back in. So you saying basically take somebody from the replace somebody from the first team and replace him with somebody from the second team.
Yeah, do you agree with that 5, or would you bump somebody? And if you bump somebody, who would you replace them with?
Oh, okay.
So the starting 5 was Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Larry, Kareem.
Yep.
The second team was Isaiah, Kobe, Dr. J, Tim Duncan, Will Chamberlain. And then the third team is Steph, Jerry, Charles Barkley, Kevin Durant, and Shaq. I don't know how Shaq is on the third team, but
I'm taking Kareem off and I'm putting Shaq.
All day.
Word up.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
All day. The most dominant player ever in the history of the league.
Giannis ain't on the list.
He don't need to be on the list.
Yeah, I don't know how he got Shaq on the third list. Like, that's crazy.
I could replace Wilt with Giannis. If we were talking about replacing cats, but everybody else got to be a staple.
I think maybe it would have changed. Like if I would have saw Wilt, like for real.
Yeah, we just never. Man. Yeah, we just didn't get a chance to see that.
We so disrespectful.
Hey, it's all good, man. It was a good, fun conversation. Looking forward to these finals. I think they start tomorrow. Yeah, first game 1 is tomorrow, man. So we'll see how it plays out, man. See if our predictions come to fruition.
No doubt. No
Look at that.
doubt.
But all right, man, until next time, y'all know what it is. This is That's On Everything podcast, here to give you everything that you need and then that you don't. And that's on everything.
That's on everything.
Peace out.
Sir.
Peace.